Hey, what's up, guys? This is Richard again for another edition of Learning with Rich. So, for today's lesson, I'm going to teach you how to check and fix interference conditions in Revit 2017. Okay, I'm sorry about the background currently that I'm having because my friends are currently singing, so they are having a video okay outside. Okay, so anyway, so in this lesson, I'm going to describe how to check and fix interference condition. So you run an interference check to detect instances where elements in a building model overlap or interfere with each other, some kind of clashes. So these instances are shown in an interference report in Revit. So you can use this report as a guide to fix the interference conditions because you can generate a report. Okay, so we detect and resolve interference conditions in the design phase. Why? To limit the cost overruns and the number of design changes required during the construction. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to open the exercise. Checking and fixing interference conditions. So I'll be using again the Autodesk model, their OOTB model. Okay. Okay, so in this exercise, I'm going to run an interference check on our building model to identify and fix interference conditions. So in this exercise, let's say we already created the MEP design for a multi-story conference center, and you want to identify and fix interference conditions. For this, I'm going to run the interference check, and then I will show you how to export the report and then fix some interference conditions. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to run an interference check and select different elements. Okay, so let's get started. So, interference check tool can be found on the Collaborate tab. Okay, so Collaborate tab. And then from the coordinate panel, so you'll see here interference check. I just need to click the drop down arrow and I run interference check. Okay, so I'm gonna select this, click. Okay, so this is now the interference check dialog box. So it's kind of letter A versus B. Okay, so the categories from the current project. Okay, so right now, if I'm going to click the drop down arrow, there's no other option. So later on, I'm going to show you how to have other options other than the current project. Okay, now, so let's say I'm going to check here the interference between my air terminals and my lighting fixtures. Okay, so it's kind of air terminal versus lighting fixtures. Okay, you can also select here the lighting fixtures and the other side is air terminals, so it doesn't matter. Okay, of course you can also select all of this. If you want, you can just select all and then you click one box and you'll be able to select all, and then after that just click outside. So in case you want to check all of these elements, but I'm not advising you to do that because it will just take long checking the interferences of your project. So to the point that your project will hang or lag. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll just select here all again, and then I just click one box. All right. So select all, and then I just click one box. Okay, so I'll check the interference between air terminals and lighting fixtures. Oops, sorry. Okay, and then lighting fixtures. Okay. Okay, and then you can now see here the interference report dialog box. So as you can see, I have here two interferences. Okay, so I have an air terminal here interferencing with lighting fixtures, and I have another interference, air terminals and lighting fixtures. Okay. In case you do not know where is this interference located, there's an option here, show, wherein you can click. I'll click this one. There you go. So the Revit will zoom into that particular clash. So if you click this, actually it highlights on your model. And in this exercise, actually they're just beside each other. So these two clashes, you see. Okay, let me just zoom out. Where is this clash located at? Okay, so it's here. So this one is pretty useful, right? So in case you don't know where is this particular clash, you just need to click that and then you can just select show. Okay. Anyway, I'll just cancel this one because it will just open another views that shows the element that is involved in the clash. So I'll just cancel this one. Okay, anyway, we know already that the clash is here. Okay, another option that you can use here is export. In case you don't know what you are going to do, you can just print a report, HTML file, and then you can show this to your manager or to your other team member. So let's say I'll try to select export. Okay, and then I'll just save it here. Save. Okay, so it's now saved. So let me just check that folder. Okay, this one. So is my exercise file. Not this one. Where did I put it? Okay. Okay, Revit, MIP library. Okay, interference. So this is how it looks like. So I'm gonna open. So this is how it looks like. So this is your interference report. Okay, so as you can see, you have your A here, and then this is your B. Okay, so you can do whatever you want to this interference report. Okay, so going back to Revit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll try to remove the clash here by just moving. Let's say I'm gonna move here my lighting fixture. So I select the lighting fixture, and then I'm going to select here the move tool. Okay, so move tool, and then I click here to move. I'll just put it here. Okay, so take a look. So there's another option here that is refresh to update the interferences. So I'll just click refresh and voila. So I only now have one clash here. Okay, so these two clashes here. Okay, so as you can see, every time you refresh, every time you do some changes, you just need to refresh that to update your interference report until such time that there's no interferences anymore. Okay, so like what I did on the first part, so I just click this one, I move it. Okay, I'm gonna place it here, and then I get again, I'll just refresh. There you go. So I don't have any more clashes. All right. So I'll just close this one. So I'm going to show you another way to check interference in your project. So what I did here, okay, I just selected run interference check, right? The first part. Now this time, what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to select, let's say the 3D view, this one. So let's say what I'm going to do, instead of selecting this straight away, I'm going to select an elements. Okay, because in interference check in Revit, you can select part of the building. Okay, you can select part of the building, and then the clashes or the interference checking will be based on those selected elements on a particular part of the building. So let's say I'll just select these elements. Then after that, I go back to the collaborate. I'll select here, run interference check again. Okay, so as you can see now from the categories from, so it's now current selection. So these are the elements that I have selected. So actually you can now click the drop down arrow, and then you can select here also the current project, which will show you all the categories, right? in this project. So, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I can select here current selection. So what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to fix interferences between ducts and pipe. So I'll just select all. I click one box to uncheck all of the categories. So I'm going to select on the left side here the duct fittings and ducts as well. I'm sorry, as well as the flex ducts. Okay, on the other side, okay, I'll select all, pick one box. Okay, so I'm going to select here my pipes. Okay, so it's between my ducts and pipe. And then after that, I select here, okay. There you go, you see? So again, if you don't know where is that particular clash, you can just click that. You will notice it highlights here. Okay, let me just turn on my thin lines here. Okay. So same, if you are going to update the model and then you refresh it, okay, so like for example, like this, I'm going to click one pipe because you see there's a clash, right? My pipe here punched through the ducts. So I select one pipe. Since these pipes are connected, okay, you see, whenever I press that, you see, they are connected, right? So what I'm going to do, I'll just click one pipe and then I'll just change the offset. So let's say I change this to 2.7 or 2700, enter. So as you can see, all the pipes now have moved down. Okay, so it's up to you if you want to add offset distance or you want to lower it down. So just like what I did. So after that, I'll try to refresh again. All right, so there's no more clash. Okay, so that's how you check interferences in Revit. Okay, using the interference check tool. Okay, I'll just close this one. There you go. So no more clash here. Okay. So hopefully you learned something from this video. So if you have any questions, comments, or suggestion, you can just put your comments on the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can also reach me by installing QuipSpear on your smartphone and adding me at halftone. You can check the description of this video below to install QuipSpear. Okay, so from there we can talk directly. Thank you. And once again, this is Richard from Learning with Rich. Have a nice day.